a big trend in home size, and that is they are getting smaller. The National Association of Home Builders says square footage of a median single-family home fell by 73 feet in the past quarter. Experts say the homes are more affordable, and that's appealing to many baby boomers who also may want to downsize. So we're kind of looking at two edges here. One, I think, is that we're actually seeing millennials saying, all right, we don't need quite as much space, maybe a little bit simpler lifestyle.
Sure.
And then, like I mentioned, those baby boomers who are going from having, 3-4 kids in the home to now maybe 0. But what I didn't know was that typically after a recession, the bigger homes are what are being sold. So Molly, this is actually kind of the opposite trend as what we've seen historically.
Well, there are two components I like to this. One is the fact that millennials grew up, in the Great Recession. So they are a little more cautious. We see that a lot. And also the environmental aspect. I think as a meteorologist, I'm always concerned about that. And downsizing not only simplifies, but it's also eco-friendly, a little more eco-friendly. Your carbon footprint is smaller. Think about,
Sure.
Big mansion. That's not in my fairy tale if I have one. I like simplifying and reducing my carbon footprint. There's a lot that goes into that. Bigger homes, more heating, more resources, heating and cooling, and just overall upkeep.
And that is one of the things that they're saying. So some of it is just preference. They're looking to make that decision. They are a little more environmentally conscious. But Jason, part of it is also just money.
They can't get the dough. I mean, the mortgage underwriting has gotten so much tighter since kind of the big economic collapse in 2008, 2009. So mortgage rates are amazing, right? You can borrow money for 3.5%, which is incredible mortgage rate. But to qualify the income level that you need, frankly, a lot of younger buyers are single still, so they don't have the money. And, when you look at square footage, the mortgage underwriters are finding like, sorry, you can't qualify for the better interest rate.
And if you're single too, you don't need as big of a home.
Sure, why would you need that
There's not as many people
space,
in there.
And it's also a result, I think, partially due to the housing bubble. We looked at what happened after that, and millennials are learning from that, just kind of downsize, keep it within your means.
Yeah.
And I like the responsibility.
Well, they're waiting, right? They don't have kids as early as maybe a previous generation did, so why would you need a 4-bedroom home? You just don't need it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, I think some of this gets a little overstated,
Sure,
right?
I mean, we're talking about 73.
73 square feet is what, like a small closet?
Yeah, maybe, the bathroom closet.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
not.
it's still a step in
It's
the
a
right
step.
direction.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it better to have smaller homes? I think most people would say yes. My concern is more on the building new homes. We know that the economy, quite a big impact on the economy is building new homes. And so if you're building smaller homes, does that have a ripple effect on jobs? There are maybe, fewer materials, less furniture being sold, those kind of things. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what the long-term implication of this is if we all start living in smaller homes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to keep my kids like in their separate area from me.
You need that bigger home to kind of separate a little bit.
The two brothers got to keep them apart.
Yeah, and it's
Molly.
different if you have kids
no
and you want to
doubt.
be out in the burbs.
Right.
Well,